in a state of shock around the world. But the news we got the loss of Shane Warne. So the sports journalists of Pakistan and our guests from Australia, England, and New Zealand are gathered here to pay tribute to legend Shane Warne. And so we start with a 1 minute silence and then we proceed. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Pakistani cricketers, we have legend Waqar Younis here, sir. On the field तो हमने उन्हें देखा, off the field भी बहुत ज़्यादा memories हैं आप उनके साथ अगर आप share करेंगे.
बेशक इसमें कोई शक नहीं है. Of course, as you said, the world is in big shock. It was very heartbreaking news for us, all of us, last night, and Shane Warne, his ability out there in the middle, we all know that, the achievements he's got, he will be remembered forever. Simple as that. He was not a legend, he was a superstar. Off the field, he was just an amazing friend and great host and great helper. I remember when, Yasir Shah had some issues and he came and helped. He was always there for everyone to help. We all gonna miss him, and especially me. He was very close to my heart, and I really wish him luck in the next world wherever he's going. And it's unfortunate. We all got to go, and it's very sad news.
Thank you, Karan. We have Melinda and Jeff from Australia and New Zealand, and all former journalists here. Pay some tribute to the legend.
I think it was just a shock, sudden shock to everyone. No one was expecting this. It was certainly a shock to all of us as we left the ground yesterday. And I think just listening to Waqar speak, at the end it's about a person as much as anything. So he was a superstar, as we know, to the entire world. You look at the players out here. There's no player out here who hasn't looked up to Shane Warne, and he took a whole generation with him. Everyone who played in any backyard, in any gully, in any street, whenever they balled spin, they wanted to be Warnie. But beyond that, there was a person who entertained us all as a commentator and was a friend to many as well. So he leaves a huge hole in the world of cricket, and we were lucky to have a superstar of his nature in the game for as long as we did.
Yeah, I think also his relationship with Pakistan was really strong. He was in the last group of Australians to tour here in 1998. He was in the first group in Sharjah in the UAE in 2002 and took lots of wickets there. 90 wickets against Pakistan at an average of 20. His best test figures were against Pakistan. So there was always this competitiveness with Shane Warne and Pakistan especially. So I think that's relevant and significant that we're here in Pakistan today. Because wherever he went, people wanted to see him, to be close to him. He was someone who crossed over all of the national boundaries. Indian fans loved him, Pakistani fans loved him, English fans loved him because he was so good to watch. So I think that's nice that we have that relationship between Pakistan and Shane Warne.
On behalf of Pakistani sports journalists, I request Mohi Shah Saab and Zainab to have some brief tribute to the legend.
Yeah, a great loss, big loss to international cricket, no doubt about that. I remember covering Shane Warne and the Australian and Pakistan team in 1999, where he played lead role in winning the World Cup for Australia. I think was judged man of the match in semi-final and in final. So he has given new direction to leg spin bowling, no doubt about that. And the way he has bowled over the years during his playing career, I think worth watching. Seeing Shane Warne bowling in Test cricket, even in limited over cricket. So it's a big loss, no doubt about that. And possibly this cricket board will remember him forever.
Well, I mean, we're all devastated, obviously, by hearing the news. I think he was box office. I read this tweet somewhere. off the field and on the field. The kind of magical performances that we've seen from him. I did mention this. I've only met him once in my life, and it was a general chit-chat conversation. He was definitely, like she said, very entertaining, very energetic off the field, and very positive. Like in terms of my, at least going by what I had, little interaction I had with him. But I think growing up as a child, he made me fall in love with leg spin. I don't remember anyone. When you talk about leg spin, of course, you've got some of the greatest bowlers, Abdul Qadir and everything, but at least in my generation, it was all about Shane Warne. So, huge icon, huge legend, and I think the cricketing fraternity is really going to miss him.
Yes, sir, please. Shahid Hashmi, sir.
I think, and once the sadness, once this subside, people will cherish his memories. Kids after 50 years, after 100 years, on a new app, on YouTube, will watch the ball he bowled to Mike Gatting, ball of the century, which spun across huge frame of Mike Gatting to become the ball of the century in 1993. And I remember Peter Roebuck writing in Sydney Morning Herald said that with the rip of his finger and the snap of his wrist, he bamboozled Mike Gatting. And my son got an autograph from Shane Warne, and he was crying last night, and he bowls leg spin, and he said that I'll try my level best to follow the footsteps of him.